जय श्री कृष्ण मित्रों. In class 12 we can start a new chapter, which is chapter number 12 or unit number 12, class 12, unit number 12, aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids and carboxylic acids. The new chapter from class 12, chapter number 12 or unit number 12, aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acids. Yes. First, if we can think about which type of chemistry in which aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acids are studied, then you can say that obviously it is the chapter from organic chemistry. It is a chapter from organic chemistry. Yes. Which type of compounds which you can study in this chapter, aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. So we can say that in previous chapter or in previous unit, alcohol, phenol and ether. Alcohol, phenol and ether. You can study the compounds. You can study the compounds in which you can study the compound in which oxygen is single bonded to carbon. Oxygen is single bonded to carbon. Yes, if you have alcohol, then it is COH. If phenol, yes, it is R. This is R. AROH. AROH means it is also a carbon, but it is alkyl group, it is aryl group. Alcohol, phenol and ether, R or R dash. Yes, in every of this compound, alcohol, phenol and ether, we observe that the oxygen is single bonded to carbon. Either it is alcohol, phenol or ether. But in this chapter, aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid, you can study the compounds, or aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acids are the compounds in which oxygen is double bonded to carbon. Oxygen is double bonded to carbon. This is the difference. Aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid is the organic compounds in which minimum one carbon oxygen double bond is present. And generally this group is known as carbonyl group. This group is known as carbonyl group. These all have carbon double bond oxygen, but they have a particular group which is C double bond O group, and these two remaining valencies are there, and this group is known as carbonyl group. Clear? So first of all, what is the difference from alcohol, phenol and ether? Difference is that in alcohol, phenol and ether, carbon is singly bonded to oxygen. Here carbon is doubly bonded to oxygen. And aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid all have one common group, which is that these valencies are different, and this group is known as carbonyl group. This group is known as carbonyl group. So we can study the compounds of this group containing carbonyl group containing compounds. So first of all, you can clear the difference. In alcohol, phenol and ether, C double bond, C single bond O, here C double bond O. Now if we can think about the particular formula and structures of aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, notice the difference between them, then you can say that if we can study about any aldehyde, the common formula is RCHO. If you can draw the structure, it is like that: R, C double bond O and H. R, C double bond O and H. Yes, it is R or AR. It is also aromatic part. Aromatic part હોય કે alkyl part હોય. Generally એક કોઈ પણ carbon જ હશે. R, C double bond O, H. Yes, here particular hydrogen is required, necessary. Particular carbonyl group ની કોઈ એક બાજુ હાઇડ્રોજન હોય, સેકન્ડ બાજુ કોઈ એની alkyl group કે aryl group હોય, therefore you can say that it is aldehyde, like that. CH3 C double bond OH, it is aldehyde. Yes, hydrogen is also allowed. If both is hydrogen, then it is also aldehyde, it is formaldehyde. Suppose કે બીજી બાજુ પણ હાઇડ્રોજન હોય તો પણ કોઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ નથી, પણ પર્ટિક્યુલરલી એક સાઇડ કાર્બોનાઇલની કોઈ પણ એક વેલેન્સી તો હાઇડ્રોજનથી સેટિસ્ફાઈડ હોવી જોઈએ. therefore you can say that this is aldehyde. Therefore we can say that this is aldehyde. Clear? So if you can think about ketone, what is the common formula? It is RCOR. We can say that the carbonyl group is bonded to R or AR both sides. Here no hydrogen. If both valencies are satisfied with the help of carbon of carbonyl group, therefore we can say that it is ketone. Therefore we can say that it is ketone. Suppose if we can have CH3 C double bond O CH3, we can say that it is ketone. If we can have a benzene ring here which is aryl group and C double bond O CH3, we can say that it is ketone. Yes, here કોઈ પણ એક સાઈડ હાઇડ્રોજન આવી જાય, therefore you cannot say that it is ketone, then it is aldehyde. અહીંયા પણ આવી રીતના પોસિબલ છે, એક સાઈડ એરોમેટિક પાર્ટ હોય, one side is satisfied with aromatic and one side is particularly satisfied with hydrogen. If both are satisfied with carbon, therefore we can say that it is ketone. Ketones are of the two type. Ketones are of the two type. Simple ketone or it is symmetrical ketone. Second one is mixed ketone or unsymmetrical ketone. If you can think about simple or symmetrical ketone, it is like that. The both sides of C double bond O group is same. मतलब कि कार्बोनाइल ग्रुप જે છે એની both valency same હોય. Both valencies of carbonyl group is same. Then it is simple ketone or symmetrical ketone, like that. Suppose you can think about acetone CH3 C double bond O CH3, it is simple ketone. CH3 CH2 C double bond O CH2 CH3, symmetrical because both have same. Suppose here benzene ring, here also benzene ring, then it is also simple ketone. Means that if the both side of carbonyl group is same, then we can say that it is symmetrical ketone or simple ketone. But if both valencies are different, both valencies of carbonyl group is different, then we can say that it is mixed ketone or unsymmetrical ketone, like that. Suppose if we can have CH3 CH2 C double bond O CH3, it is mixed ketone. One side benzene ring, like that, and another side you can have a CH3 unsymmetrical ketone. If both parts of carbonyl group is different, then you can say that it is mixed ketone or unsymmetrical ketone. I think you can understand that. First, if you can think about common formula of aldehyde, it is RCHO, means that compulsory one hydrogen is attached to the carbonyl group, second is satisfied with the help of any carbon containing groups, alkyl or aryl groups. Next one is ketone, which is carbonyl group, both side bonded with carbon, either it is alkyl or aryl group. It is of the two type, same groups are there on the both side of carbonyl group, then it is simple or symmetrical ketones. If both are different, then it is mixed or unsymmetrical ketones. Now we can think about carboxylic acid. What is the structure of carboxylic acid? If you can think about the structure of carboxylic acid, it is like that. RCHO, RCOOH. It is a common formula of carboxylic acid. If you can draw the exact structure, then it is RC double bond OOH or AR. Means that if you can have a carbonyl group which is particularly bonded to one side with the help of OH, hydroxyl group, and other side it is carbon, either it is alkyl group or aryl group. This carbon comes from alkyl group or allyl group, no doubt this is known as carboxylic acid. This is known as carboxylic acids. Clear? RCOOH means that carbonyl group तो आनी अंदर पण confirm है, but one side is compulsory with the help of OH group, then it is carboxylic acid. One side is compulsory with the help of hydrogen, that is aldehyde. One side of carbonyl group is compulsory satisfied with the help of OH, then it is carboxylic acid. And if both sides are satisfied with the help of carbon, which is alkyl group or allyl group, then it is ketone. This is a common formula or structures of carboxylic acid. We can also study about some derivatives of carboxylic acid like acyl halide. Suppose here we can replace OH with the help of halogen, then it is like that, RC≡OX, it is acyl halide, which is fluorine, bromine, iodine. You can replace with the help of any halogen. If we can replace OH with the help of NH2, then it is known as amide. If we can replace OH with the help of OR dash, then it is known as ester. And if we can replace like that, then it is known as anhydride or acid anhydride. We can study about also these derivatives. Here R dash, whatever problem nahi. So in this chapter we can study about the aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acids and derivatives of carboxylic acid like acid halide, amide, ester and acid anhydride. If we can replace OH with the help of halogen, then it is acid halide. If we can replace OH with the help of NH2, then it is amide. If we can replace H with the help of R dash or R, then it is ester. If we can replace R dash with the help of if we can replace H with the help of RC≡O, then it is known as acid anhydride. Clear? So we can study the compounds like that. Now if you can think about the importance of this compound, then it is like that. Anyone can ask why we can study this type of organic compounds in our syllabus, then you can say that it is very important. Aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acids are widely spread in plants and animal kingdom. Clear? It is widely spread in plants and animals. Plants and animal contain so many aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid molecules. So it is very important to study them. Clear? Next one is that they play an important role in biological processes of life. It plays important role in biological processes of life. मतलब कि आपकी लाइफ ની અંદર જે બાયોલોજીકલ પ્રોસેસ થાય છે બોડીની અંદર, પ્લાન્ટ હોય કે એનિમલ કિંગડમ હોય, then some reactions are carried out with the help of aldehyde, ketones or carboxylic acids. Yes, and the next thing which is very important is they add fragrance and flavor to nature. They add fragrance and flavor to nature. मतलब कि नेचर ની અંદર જે અવેલેબલ છે, then from the compound of aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid we can carry out the fragrance, means a very good smell, and flavor to the nature. Yes, some examples are given here. Suppose vanillin, it is used from vanilla flavor, which is generated from vanilla beans. It is naturally available, and the structure of vanillin is like that. It is the structure of vanillin: benzene ring, CHO, OCH3 and OH. here OCH3, here OH. That is the structure of vanillin, which is obtained from vanilla beans, which is used to add a flavor, vanilla flavor. Next one is salicylaldehyde, which is obtained from meadowsweet, salicylaldehyde. It is also very important. Salicylaldehyde. Very useful compound, salicylaldehyde. Next given here is cinnamaldehyde, which is obtained from cinnamon. They have a very pleasant fragrance. Cinnamaldehyde, CH double bond CHO, cinnamaldehyde, which is have a fragrance like a cinnamon. Now these are the naturally available aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acid, which gives the flavor or fragrance to the nature. Clear? Like vanillin, salicylaldehyde and cinnamaldehyde. Cinnamaldehyde. This is the naturally available aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acid, which is used to give fragrance and flavoring agents. Clear? So it is very important. Yes, they are used in many food products and pharmaceuticals to add flavors. Therefore, food products आप जो आइसक्रीम ने लेता हुआ vanilla flavor, or for pharmaceutical product, it is used to give the flavors. Clear? Some of these families are manufactured for the use of solvents like acetone. Yes, from some of the compound is also used as a solvent like acetone. Acetone is a well-known solvent which is used in organic chemistry, which is ketone. Clear? And for preparing materials like adhesives, paints, resins, perfumes, plastics, fabrics. And it is also used to prepare these types of material in industry like adhesives, paints, plastics, fibers, whatever, which you can study in this chapter. So I think first thing it is clear that aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid is a carbonyl group containing compounds. If carbonyl group attached to particular one side hydrogen, then it is aldehyde. Both sides attached with carbon, then it is ketone. One side is particularly bonded with OH, then it is carboxylic acid. Another side is R or AR. Why to study this compound? Because it is very important to biological activity and in industrial life, and it gives the flavor and fragrance to the nature like that. Clear? And it is also used to prepare many useful synthetic compounds in industry like paints, varnish, whatever. Now we can start the chapter. Aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. First point given in your textbook is nomenclature of these compounds. First point given here is nomenclature. Here first we can study the nomenclature of aldehyde and carboxylic acid. Sorry, aldehyde and ketone. Carboxylic acid we can study later. Yes, we cannot explain here all concepts or phenomena of naming of aldehydes and ketone or carboxylic acid, whatever. We can give the short information about this because in 11th standard we can study the nomenclature very deeply. Clear? So here we can say that first we can select the long chain. For aldehyde we can use al, for ketone we can use on. Clear? Suppose if we can have more than one, then we can first priority goes to functional group. We can select the long chain. From this we can give the number. Number is given according to the priority. First priority goes to the functional group. Then next priority goes to double bond or single bond. Sorry, double bond or triple bond. And last priority goes to substituent. We can select first a long chain. Then we can give the number. Number is according to the priority. First priority or lowest priority goes to the functional group, then double bond and triple bond, then substituent. Then we can write the prefix, suffix, root word, whatever to connect them, and we can make IUPAC. Clear? and common naming is given to the source from which the compound is extracted or obtained. So common name of the molecules of aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid is for remembering. એ આપણા માટે યાદ રાખવાની વસ્તુ, એની અંદર કોઈ કોન્સેપ્ટ નથી. ક્લિયર? So common names of aldehydes and ketone like acetaldehyde, benzaldehyde. Clear? Yes, એક આવા ધ્યાન રાખવાની કે suppose we can have a carbon chain containing like that any functional group and we can give the common name, then it is alpha carbon, it is beta carbon, it is not considered. If we can give the IUPAC name, then numbering start from here 1 2 3 4. Now here beta, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, whatever. એક આ વાત યાદ રાખવાની કે IUPAC નંબરિંગ કરતી વખતે ફંક્શનલ ગ્રુપના કાર્બનને જ નંબરિંગ આપી દેવામાં આવે ફર્સ્ટ, અને આવી રીતના હશે જ્યારે ત્યારે we can start the numbering from adjacent carbon of the functional group. It is alpha, beta, gamma. Like that, if we can have a ketone, then it is alpha, beta, gamma, alpha dash, beta dash, gamma dash, whatever. So these portions you can study from the 11th. We cannot give here brief information regarding to the common and IUPAC name. Acetone, acetophenone, propionophenone, benzophenone, you can study from the textbook, you can read it, because the common name is for the remembering and we can study it in a class 11 particularly. Clearly, we can explain it. IUPAC naming of aldehyde and ketones are given, particularly on the page number 360. We can have one table. In this table, we can have some compounds with common name and IUPAC name. From these, many compounds are studied. We can study in 11th, particularly acrolein, phthalaldehyde, and mesitol oxide. It is very important to remember us. Acrolein, phthalaldehyde, and mesitol oxide is very important to study for us. So you can prepare the IUPAC and common nomenclature up to this, because we can explain it in a class 11. So here we can complete common introduction and nomenclature, common and IUPAC nomenclature of aldehydes and ketones. Common and IUPAC nomenclature of aldehydes and ketones. Now we can start the new point, which is આપણે 11th ની અંદર ઓલરેડી આ બધી નોમેનક્લેચરને ડીપલી एक्सप्लेन करेली है, तो अँ खोटो टाइम बगाड़વાનો कोई मतलब नहीं. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द कार्बोनाइल ग्रुप. स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द कार्बोनाइल ग्रुप. The next point is structure of the carbonyl group. Suppose if we can think about structure of the carbonyl group, the carbonyl group is nothing but C double bond O. Yes, here if you can think about the types of bond in carbonyl group, then it is sigma bond, whatever carbon here, it is sigma bond. First one is sigma, second one is pi. So carbon is bonded to 3 sigma bond and 1 pi bond in carbonyl group. Clear? Yes, particularly one carbon oxygen sigma confirm and one carbon oxygen pi bond is confirmed. Carbon oxygen have a 1 sigma and 1 pi, and 2 sigma is present between carbon and carbon. It is 2 sigma bonds. 2 sigma bonds is of the carbon carbon, 1 sigma is of carbon oxygen and 1 pi is of carbon oxygen bond. There is total 4 bonds are there. Now if you can study about the orbital diagram of this, then if we can have a carbon, then it is connected to here with the help of sigma bond. Clear? It is connected to here with the help of sigma bond, wedge dash whatever. Here connected to oxygen, first one is sigma bond. Here carbon use its p orbitals. One p orbital is vacant here, is like that. That is carbon. Oxygen use its 1 p orbital, one is like that, which can have 1 paired electrons. Both have 1 paired electron. One electron is here, one is here. Then it can be overlap by side by overlap to give a pi bond. So that is a pi bond. Here also two lone pairs of electrons are there in structure of oxygen. છતાં પણ ઓક્સિજન આગળ હજી બે લોન પેર ઓફ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન પ્રેઝન્ટ રહેશે. યસ, આ કેવી રીતના હશે? તો કે કાર્બન એન્ડ ધીસ થ્રી એટમ્સ આર ઇન ધ સેમ પ્લેન. ઇટ ઇઝ અ પ્લેનર સ્પીસી. Carbon and these three molecules, these three atoms are in the same plane. Yes, means that it is a planar. And pi bond is half is upside of the plane, half part is upside of the plane, and half part is downside of the plane, like that. That is pi bond. That is a planar species. One carbon of carbonyl group and another two carbons of alkyl or allyl group and one oxygen of carbonyl group is present in a same plane. Yes, and the electronic cloud of pi bond is spread through the plane. Half is up to this plane, half is down to the plane. मतलब कि जो pi bond નું electronic cloud છે એ half plane ની ઉપર હશે, half plane નીચે છે. It is a plane. It is a carbonyl carbon, here oxygen, here carbon, which all are present in the same plane. One electronic cloud is present in the upside of the plane, one is downside of the plane. Clear? If you can measure the bond angles, then it is 120 degree. If you can measure the bond angle of like that, then it is 120 degree. Yes, and it can have a polar bond. Suppose if you can consider about this carbonyl group, then it can get resonating structures like that. Carbon have a positive charge because it can donate the electron of pi bond, and oxygen have a negative charge. That is the resonating structure of the carbonyl group. Due to these resonating structures or due to the formation of this structure, this carbonyl group is a polar. It can have some dipole moment. It is a polar and it can have some dipole moments. The dipole moments of these aldehydes or ketone, in particularly this carbonyl group, is near about 2.72 to 2.88 dB. 2.72 to 2.88 dB. The dipole moments of these carbonyl groups is ranging from 2.72 to 2.88 dB. It is a polar due to this formation of these resonating structures. Why this? Because electronegativity of oxygen is more than carbon. Therefore, it withdraw the electron from carbon, or it withdraw the pi bonded electron from carbon. So actually the structure of carbonyl group is like that. Suppose that both atoms have a same electronic configuration, same electronegativity, then the electrons of this pi bond is spread through like that. જો બેની ઇલેક્ટ્રોનેગેટિવિટી સેમ હોય કાર્બન અને ઓક્સિજનની, તો પાઈ બોન્ડેડ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન આવી રીતના સ્પ્રેડ થયેલા હોવા જોઈએ. બટ ઇટ ઇઝ લાઈક ધેટ. હાઈ ઇલેક્ટ્રોનેગેટિવ કોણ છે? ઓક્સિજન. Therefore more electron density is spread toward the oxygen and less electron density is spread toward the carbon. It is like that. It is the perfect pi bond. More electronegativity is spread, due to the more electronegativity of oxygen, more electron density is spread toward the oxygen and less toward the carbon. Here both types of behavior are there. If you can think about this compound, then both type of behavior are there. Suppose if you can think about the pi bond, then we can say that if you can think about the pi bond, therefore we can say that the resonance are there, here a positive charge, therefore we can say that this carbon is attracted toward the electrons containing species, therefore it is electrophile, it is behaves like electrophile, or we can say that is Lewis acid because it withdraw the electron, and this part is donate the electron, therefore it is attracted toward the nucleus, therefore it is nucleophile or Lewis base. So both parts are present in structure of aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, or in particularly carbonyl group. Clear? The carbon of carbonyl group is electrophile, behaves like electrophile or Lewis acid, and the oxygen of carbonyl group is behaves like a nucleophile or Lewis acid. Clear? So electronic cloud of pi bond is slightly shifted toward the oxygen due to the high electronegativity of oxygen than carbon. Then the pi bonded electron is particularly spread toward the oxygen. And due to this resonating structure, the carbonyl group is a polar because it can have both part, positive part, negative charge part. Clear? It can have some dipole moment. The dipole moment of this carbonyl group is in the range of 2.72 to 2.88 dB. Clear? So here we can complete the structure of carbonyl group. Yes, here if you can think about the hybridization of this carbon, then it is sp2. If you can think about hybridization of the carbonyl group or carbonyl carbon group, carbonyl carbon, then it is sp2, because it can have 3 sigma and 1 pi. It is sp2 hybridized, it is sp2. Clear? If you can think about the resonating structure, then it is like that. Clear? So that is the information regarding to the structure of aldehydes, ketones or carboxylic acid, or we can say that generally carbonyl group. Now we can start the new point, which is like that. It is very simple. It is a trigonal planar species. All atoms are present in a one plane of carbonyl group, while pi bond is electronic cloud of pi bond is spread to the upside and downside of the plane. Now you can think about the preparation of aldehyde and ketones. Preparation of aldehydes or ketones, which you can study. Some of these methods you can study in the previous chapter, or chapter number 11, which is alcohol, phenol and alcohol, phenol and ether. But we can discuss here. First method to prepare aldehyde and ketone is by oxidation of alcohols. By oxidation of alcohols. Yes, you can study this part in chapter number 11, but here we can give some examples like that. Suppose if you can have a primary alcohol, yes, you can study it. If you can have a primary alcohol, we can oxidize in mild condition, then we can get aldehyde, RCHO plus we can obtain H2O. Yes, some examples is CH3, CH2OH, which is ethanol or ethyl alcohol. We can oxidize with the help of mild oxidation here. KMnO4/H2SO4, which is dilute. Then you can obtain CH3CHO, CH3CHO acetaldehyde. Plus H2O. Here you can use also K2Cr2O7, K2Cr2O7/H2SO4. Other reagents which you can use for this mild oxidation is which give the same work like that. આપણે હજી એવા પણ reagent સમજીએ કે જે પણ આના જેવું જ વર્ક આપશે. First one is Serret's reagent, SARETTS, Serret's reagent, or it is also known as Serret-Collins reagent. Serret-Collins reagent. How the reagent is work? It is work like that. It converts primary alcohol to aldehyde. It is a mild oxidizing agent. Clear? How we can prepare it? We can prepare it with the help of mixing. With the help of mixing pyridine chromium trioxide and dichloromethane, CS2Cl2, dichloromethane. It is dichloromethane. If we can mix pyridine, chromium trioxide, CrO3 and dichloromethane, CS2Cl2, then we can obtain the Sarrett reagents or Sarrett-Collins reagents. Yes, here chromium trioxide and pyridine complex dissolve in solvent methylene chloride. These both are dissolved in this. It is a solvent. So complex of pyridine and chromium trioxide dissolved in solvent methylene dichloride. Or it is like that. તો આપણે એને રાઇટ કરવું હોય તો કેવી રીતના કરી શકીએ? તો કે CrO3 ઓબ્લિક pyridine 2 times C2H5N C5H5N sorry C5H5N oblique CS2Cl2. This is the notification of Sarrett's reagents or Sarrett-Collins reagents. The structure of pyridine is like that. It is the structure of pyridine C5H5N. Here if we can have reagents like that, we can say that it is Sarrett's reagent and it is work like that. Next reagent which you can study is PCC. It can give the same work like that. PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate. Pyridinium chlorochromate. Generally it is written like that, or it is known as Cores reagent. PCC is generally C5H5N, C5H5N and it is positively charged, and we can have CrO3Cl minus. It is PCC. Generally it is written like that. NH, it can have a positive charge, and here CrO3Cl minus is connected here. It is PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate. It is a 1-1-1 mixture of CrO3, pyridine and HCl. It is a 1-1-1 mixture of CrO3, pyridine and HCl. If you can mix 1-1 proportion of CrO3, pyridine and HCl, you can obtain the PCC. The next reagent which we can also use for this, pyridinium dichromate, PDC. PDC, pyridinium dichromate. Chlorochromate ની જગ્યાએ pyridinium dichromate. Pyridinium dichromate, which is also useful to convert this type of conversion. This is C5H5NH twice 2 plus Cr2O72 minus. It is like that. Which can convert primary alcohols to aldehyde. Yes, these all reagents give the same work. આ બધા જ reagents નું work શું? તો કે it can convert primary alcohol to aldehyde and secondary alcohol to ketone. And it does not, the reagents do not attack double bond or triple bond. Bond, double bond or triple bond. Means that if you can carry out the oxidation with the help of this reagent, then it cannot affect the double bond or triple bond like that. Suppose if you can have a structure like that, that is alcohol, cyclohex 2 in 1 all, cyclohex 2 in 1 all, because numbering is start from here. Now if you can oxidize with the help of PCC and CS2Cl2 dichloromethane, then we can obtain the product like that. That is secondary alcohol. Double bond is as it is, N double bond O, which is cyclohex 2 in 1 on. Cyclohex 2 in 1 on. Means that double bond or triple bond is not affected with the help of these reagents. Double bond or triple bond does not affect with the help of these reagents. Next reagent which you can study here is Jones reagent, which can give the same work. Jones reagent. A solution of CrO3 and H2SO4 and aqueous acetone. A solution of CrO3 in H2SO4 and aqueous acetone is known as Jones reagent. It is a very selective oxidizing agent. It is a selective oxidizing agent. Why selective? Because it is used to oxidized benzylic and allylic alcohols. Benzylic and allylic alcohols to corresponding alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes or ketone. We can give the example like that, but it is works at a room temperature, at RT, room temperature work करे. If we can give the example of Jones reagent, it is like that. CH2 double bond CH2 and CH2, sorry, it is primary allylic carbon or allyl alcohol. We can give the reaction with CrO3 into H2SO4 in aqueous acetone. CH3 twice CO into H2O, it is aqueous acetone. CH3 twice CO into H2O, it is aqueous acetone. Room temperature 273 to 293 work karya Kelvin, no problem. It can give the CH2 double bond CH and CHO. It is converted into the aldehyde, acrolein. Acrolein. Double bond is does not affected and selective. It is attached to the benzylic position or allylic positions. Clear? So remember it. And if you can think about other reagents like active manganese dioxide, if you can think about active manganese dioxide, then it is works like that. Now we can give the another reagents, active manganese dioxide. It is prepared by reducing KMnO4 with MnSO4 in alkaline medium. Prepared by reducing KMnO4 by or with MnSO4 in alkaline medium. Now what is the work which we can discuss here? Yes, it is also selective, oxidize allylic and benzylic alcohols. Allylic and benzylic alcohols in inert solvent like CH2Cl2 and CCl4. Jones reagent works in aqueous medium, it is works in a inert medium to give alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes and ketones. Clear? Suppose if we can give some examples, it is like that. CH2 double bond CH CH2OH, it is benzylic or allylic alcohol. Sorry, allylic alcohol or allyl alcohol. We can use MnO2 active, that is the symbol, in CH2Cl2 or CCl4 273 to 293 Kelvin. It can give the same product, CH2 double bond CH CHO, that is alpha beta unsaturated, means alpha beta position containing a double bond, alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, prop 2 in 1 al, because 1 2 and 3, prop 2 in 1 al is the IUPAC name, and common name is acrolein, which we can obtain from these reagents. So here we can study the first method to prepare the aldehyde and ketone from alcohol is primary alcohols on mild oxidation gives aldehyde, secondary alcohols on mild oxidation gives ketone. Yes, the reagent which you can use here is K2Cr2O7/H2SO4. Then you can use also Seret reagents, Seret choline reagents. Then you can use a PCC, PDC, Jones reagents, and active MnO2. These all have same work, and these all reagents does not affect the double bond, and it can give the product aldehydes or ketone. So friends, here we can complete the first method to prepare the aldehyde and ketone, which is from oxidation of alcohol. The next lecture we can discuss about the so many methods to give aldehydes and ketone from the different starting materials. Here we can finish the lecture. આજના માટે આટલું મિત્રો, સ્ટડી કરતા રહેજો, ખૂબ સરળ અને આસાન ચેપ્ટર છે, લખીને પ્રેક્ટિસ કરજો. આજના માટે આટલું, વધારે નેક્સ્ટ ટાઈમ.